So guys, on this second part of the video, to complete the part, remember this was where we stopped on the other side to make the mat. So I went ahead off camera to make the bottom using the same pattern. Then I made two of these mats. If you notice, the bottom and the body is still the same pattern. So if you've not watched how I made this handle, please check it on my description box below. I made this handle before I started making this bead because I knew I was going to make use of the handle. So let's just fix it so you guys can see. So now I'll go ahead and add in my fishing line through this bead I am showing you. Just pass in a new fishing line and I'll add 3 beads to it. You're just repeating the same thing all over again, and I'm going to cross my right hand fishing line and I pull. Pass in your fishing line through the next bead. On your left hand fishing line, you add in 2 beads. You cross and pull. Pass in your fishing line through the next bead. So I'm going to do this all the way until I get to this white bead at the center. Pass in 2 red bead. I cross and I pull. I'm going to pass in my fishing line through the next bead, add in my 2 white beads. Intercross it and pull. Now pass in your fishing line through this bead, that center bead I showed you earlier. Now over here, what you're going to do is for you to count your handle. Now because I already know my handle is 11, I made sure that what I am leaving or where I'm going to attach my handle to is 11 as well. So from that white handle, from that white, let me turn this so you want to see what I'm showing you. So from this center white to this last white is 11. So you can still choose to count it, and let's just count till you see it. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So that's white one there makes it 11. Now I'm going to just place my handle, take my left hand fishing line. Remember, I've passed my fishing line through that other one. So this left hand fishing line, I'll pass it through this bead I touched, not this one at beneath, but the one under, not the one on top of it. Just watch. Pass in my fishing line through that bead and I'll add 1 bead. I will now cross it, then pull. Pass in my fishing line through the next bead. So the left hand fishing line goes to where the white is and the right hand fishing line goes to where the red is. And I'll add in 1 red bead. Remember, we're still using the same pattern. Pull. So to make this easier for you, you can choose to flip over. Now is this bead top here like this that I'm touching? That's the bead you're passing your fishing line to. So I'm going to repeat this one more time. Passing my left hand fishing line to the next bead, passing my right hand fishing line to the next bead. And I'll go ahead and add in 1 bead. Intercross it and pull. Can you see how it's looking now? Repeating the same process, but now I'm going to be adding in red bead. Intercross it and pull. I'll just keep on doing this until I get to the last handle part, and I'll show you how to continue with it. So guys, I've gotten to this level. I'm still going to pass in my fishing line through the next bead and pass it on through the next bead, add in one bead and intercross it and pull. Pass in your fishing line through the next bead, add in one white and one red. So the white goes first, followed by the red. Intercross and pull. Repeat the same process again, passing your fishing line through the next bead. Let me turn this so it will be easier for me. So guys, on this fishing line I'm going to be adding one red and one white. Intercross and pull. Pass in your fishing line through the next bead, add in two red beads. Intercross it and pull. Repeat the same process again. Pass in your fishing line through the next bead. You add in two white beads. Intercross it and pull. Passing your fishing line through the next bead. After adding your two beads, you're going to be ending this side. So look how it's looking right now. You can choose to leave your bag at this level, but I decided to build it up extra. So I went ahead to add in 3 beads on my right hand fishing line, which I turned, that became my left hand fishing line. Like I always say, make do of the hand that works well for you. After adding the 3 bead, I intercross and pull. Passing your fishing line through the next bead. Add in 2 beads. Intercross it and pull. Pass in your fishing line through the next bead. Guys, if you've watched this video up to this extent, please do me well to subscribe if you're yet to subscribe. Give this video a massive thumbs up. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Please help me share this video, and I will so much appreciate. So this is what you're going to just keep on doing until you get to the top part of the bead, the one close to the handle. Pass in your fishing line through the next bead. Add in red and white. So the red goes first, followed by the white. Intercross it and pull. Pass in your fishing line through the next bead. Now it's going through the bead at the bottom and the bead at the top, just the way I showed you. You add in 1 bead. Now you've closed up this section. If you still want to build this up, you pass in your right hand fishing line through the next bead. On that same right hand fishing line, you add in 2 red beads. When you intercross and pull, you add in 2 white bead. to that same right hand fishing line. You intercross and pull, and that is how you're just going to keep on doing it.
Add in one red and one white. The white bead goes first, followed by the red. Intercross it and pull. Pass in your fishing line through the next bead. Add in one white and one red again. The red goes first, followed by the white. Intercross it and pull. Repeat the same process again by passing in your fishing line through the next bead. Add in two white beads. Intercross it with your right hand fishing line and pull. This is what we have, a complete mat. So over here I've done this part off camera and I have the base. For us to join this together is very easy. Turn your bead to the side you want. Like me, I'm going to be showing you the side I actually prefer. So I'm going to join these ends together by making sure they are equal. Now you're going to pass in your fishing line through that bead I just showed you. Add in one bead. Pass in your fishing line. So I'm just going to set that aside. It was inconveniencing me. Now you're going to pass in your fishing line through that bead I just touched now. Add in the second bead. Intercross it and pull. Now I'm going to pass in this bead to the fishing line, to the next bead, and I add in one bead. Intercross it and pull. Repeating the same process but with one bead. Passing your fishing line through the next bead, passing the other fishing line through the next bead, then add in one bead. Intercross it and pull. Repeat the same process again. Pass in your fishing line through the next bead, pass the other fishing line through the next bead, intercross and pull. Right now you can see that I'm putting in red bead. You can choose to make it all red or all white depending on what goes well for you, but this is just how I want it to be. Passing your fishing line through the next bead, add in one bead and intercross and pull. Now you're going to do this all the way. So whenever you get to this red side, you add in one red. You get to the other side, you add in one red. The same thing. So I'm going to see you when I'm done. Now I'm at the final stage. I just have two to go. Repeat the same process, then add in one bead and pull. Pass in your fishing line through the next bead and add in one bead, then you pull. Now I have a complete mat. I'm going to just pass in this my fishing line through the beads just to secure the bead for me. Now you can see all this place I added red. That is just how I'll be able to know where to fold from. You can choose to count if you feel like, but just this way is just a guideline. This place I added red at the middle of each red is just a guideline to show me where to fold from. So right now over here you can choose to demarcate this using the red beads that you put at the middle. That's this bead, or you count and split into 3 different parts. So at the bottom I have 8 beads. You can practically count it and see that it's 8 beads. So guys, I'll go ahead and add in my fishing line through these 2 beads I'm showing you over here, and I will add in 2 beads to my left hand fishing line and cross with my right hand fishing line, then pull. Use your right hand fishing line and pass in through the next bead and add in 2 beads to your left hand fishing line. Intercross your right hand fishing line through one of the beads and pull. Repeating the same process again. Pass in your right hand fishing line through the next bead, add in 2 beads and intercross with the right hand fishing line using one bead and pull. Pass in your right hand fishing line through the next bead and add in 2 white beads to your left hand fishing line, intercross it with the right hand fishing line and pull. So this is what you're just going to do all the way. I'm going to be seeing you when I get second to the last bead, and I'm going to show you how to turn. Pass in your fishing line through these 2 beads I'm showing you and add in only 1 bead to any of the fishing line and you pull. Now to your right hand fishing line again, you pass it through the next bead at the top of this bead over here and you add in 2 white beads to that same fishing line. Use your left hand fishing line, intercross one of the bead and pull. Pass in your left hand fishing line through the next bead, that is this bead over here that I'm showing you. Add in 2 white beads to your right hand fishing line, intercross with your left hand fishing line using one of the bead, which is the bead at the top, and pull. Pass in your fishing line through the next bead, which is this bead. Add in 2 beads to it, to your left hand fishing line. Add in 2 beads to your right hand fishing line, intercross with your left hand fishing line and pull. So whatsoever hand that works better for you, please make do of it. Like I was using both my left hand fishing line and my right hand fishing line. When I get to the left hand side, I work with it. When I get to the right hand side, I work with it. So this is what you're just going to be doing until you build it up. So whenever you get to the edge, you make sure you just add 1 bead to end up that level that you are, and whenever you're starting up a new one, you start up with 2 beads, and whenever you're ending, you end up with 1 bead. So I'm going to see you guys when I'm done with this.
So guys, I am done here, and I went ahead to add zip to my bag. I've even started using my bag. So I added zip. I'm going to be sharing this on another video, how to add zip. So this is what my bag looks like, and this is the side of my bag, and this is the other side of my bag. I'm going to pinch these areas just to give it the curve, but at the moment my bag can stand on its own, like giving you that stand. And here are my two hands so you guys don't think I am the one holding it. So this is it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. This is the base. So many of you want to see the base. This is the base. See the reason why I did this pattern under this base. I'm yet to even put in this particular fishing line that I'm holding here. So this is how my base looks like. I love the pattern so much. So if you've enjoyed this video so far, so good, give this video a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Subscribe if you are yet to subscribe. And that is that. You can choose to do this bag this way, but for now I just rock it, locking up the bag, and it gives it more fitting. When I drop it, it just falls this way, or you can choose to hang up, but I always like leaving it this way. That's why I left this flip side, right? So guys, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up once again, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.